Now let's get lively.
Follow me hard. I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. Oh, don't be scared, homie. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh my god, dude, it's an MMA fight, dude.
You twist that dick.
Twist this dick.
Ladies and gentlewomen, it is indeed time for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching along at home. This is the Eggplant Tornado Podcast, the fight podcast for the common man. We're coming at you live over Zoom, and with me, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, the Griff. How you doing this week, buddy?
I'd be better if the people went to whatever socials that they prefer. I don't know. Get behind the boys, help us, help you enjoy yourselves.
That's it, man. And a little bit of announcement that we need to make at the top of the show here, specifically for anybody that's looking for any of the veggie bake content, has now been moved over to its separate channel, its own little entity over there on YouTube. Get at us at the Veggie Bake if, you know, you're not looking for any of your combat sports content or anything like that. And rounding out the trio is a being made of pure logic and the prediction wizard himself, Frumi. How you doing this week, buddy?
Not too bad, boys. Not too bad. How are you, mate?
Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Fucking fourth day at work in a row, so it's starting to wear on me, but
You
we'll fucking get there.
Nothing. I don't know.
All right. You and your little inside jokes over there. Why don't you let the people know what we got on the schedule for this week?
One thing I did find funny in the intro, you did actually say the coming man. I thought that was funny. Believe it or not, just stock standard. You know, can't really skip past it. Then we'll go into Holloway versus Allen breakdown. What a fight it was. Joyce versus Zhang.
Zhang.
What'd you call me?
What'd you call me? His name is pronounced Zhang, technically. But I know we ain't doing that. Zhang.
Yeah, I like Zhang better. He seems like more of a Zhang. Michaela Mayer making her lightweight debut. Bit of a fuck around there with the opponent she did originally have, but got a quick replacement in there for her. Davis versus Garcia preview. A banger of a fight this weekend.
It's going to be a huge weekend, man.
Then there is a UFC card that, you know, no one really cares about except for just a few people on it. So I guess we'll talk about that. And then we'll just, you know, roll out into that Sands My Bernie.
Which, once again, this week, we haven't fucking discussed what that is. So
that'll
come along naturally.
Yeah, it'll pop into one of our heads.
Alrighty. Boom. Hit us.
All right, well, we go straight into the boxing here. You got Andrew Maloney versus Nakatani for the vacant WBO super flyweight title on the 21st of May. His brother fights for a world title at bantamweight like 7 days before it as well. So big week for the Maloney family.
Is this the one that's on the Haney Loma undercard? What date did you say it was?
May 21st.
Yeah, that's on the Haney Loma undercard then.
Well, yeah, that was, I think, announced through the week.
Cool.
It's huge. So yeah, two brothers going for world titles, fucking close to each other. That's mad.
Is this the one? Hang on.
Two Aussies.
In a way,
in
a way, moved to the division of one of them because they fought. Yeah, one was at 118 and one was at 122. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not exactly sure what weights they're at. I think this might be the brother that was robbed a while back.
Yeah, this is the one that was robbed, and this is the same one that fought.
Did Fury go to one of his cards or something?
Out. What?
Pardon?
Did Fury go to one of his cards or something, rob him of a burger after the fight?
Well, it was on an ESPN card, Griff. So.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember what... It was a Tio and Loma card, wasn't it? Maybe? It was either
Possibly.
Tio and Loma...
It was around that time.
Or maybe... No, it can't have been Cambosis, because Cambosis was on DAZN.
Yeah, no, it was...
I'm not sure what fight it was,
earlier.
but I vividly remember it. He got absolutely fucking... He got that fight stolen from him, man.
Oh, yeah, it was robbed. No doubt.
Yeah. So, yeah, fucking... Hopefully he gets it done, man. Brings a little bit more gold back to Australia.
And his
That's
brother.
it. Well,
What?
I think his brother holds the world title.
He does.
I think he might be looking to unify, maybe.
They're hard to tell apart because like one's not tall and one's not grey. They both look the same.
It's not great.
Well, they're not, right? Fucking, go look at photos of them. Neither of them are tall.
Or grey.
And I haven't seen many greys.
So I suppose while I'm on the topic of Aussie fighters, Stevie Spark is going to fight on the Canelo versus Ryder undercard.
He's
Yeah,
the
for what's my
fella,
name?
the fella that
I
got
found
thrown
that-
over the ring, like over the ropes.
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know. I feel like that's like good exposure for Stevie being on like such a big card. Everyone's going to be watching that. It's like Canelo's homecoming as well in Mexico. Like it's
We're fucking
a big deal.
we're getting around over these next couple of weeks, man. There's another huge fight that got announced for an Australian fighter as well, I believe. Hey, Paro?
Yeah, I think he's fighting
yeah.
for a world title.
Yeah, versus Arnold Barboza Jr. It's a final eliminator.
Oh, interesting.
So I think that was ordered last Sunday. Oh no, not Sunday. Sorry, Thursday. And they'll have till this coming Sunday the teams to reach an agreement. They've got like 10 days.
Jesus.
So they're like trying to push that along pretty quickly.
I think that was
That'll
announced
be-
on the undercard for something as well.
I'm not too sure. I just seen I seen the announcement. I haven't seen like where it could potentially take place or even a possible date for it yet.
Hmm.
So I could end up if Tim Zhu ends up going in June, could squeeze one in depending on when in June Tim's gonna fight. He could be on like an undercard for that.
Yeah, but who's he going to fight?
I don't know. Either way, it's a Tim Zhu card. It'll sell out because it'll be over here somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of Paro, I feel like it was his birthday yesterday. Happy
I was going to
birthday.
say that it was.
27.
Jesus.
Yeah, still young.
I didn't realize he was that young.
Plenty of time ahead.
Yeah, plenty to go. Has he lost the fight?
No, he's undefeated.
True.
It was
Well,
like
good luck to him.
It was like a fight he nearly lost against Brock Jarvis.
Oh, man.
It's close. Razor thin, you know.
Absolutely. Fucking just wire thin decision on that one. Room just fulfilling some family duties.
Yeah, Lexi just got home.
Ah, true.
Marley was at the door crying too.
Oh.
The Loma has come out and said he will be willing to potentially make a fight with Inoue if he can do the weight cut properly. So I'm assuming if he doesn't win against Haney, he could run himself through like a trial fucking weight cut and see how he goes. See how long it takes him to lose the weight safely, I suppose. And then potentially go down and fight Inoue because like 135 is not really Loma's division. He's not big enough really.
No, he started at 126.
Yeah, and he'd wiped out basically the two divisions underneath. Or the division underneath, so there was nowhere really left for him to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Inoue comes up,
Which it's one of those things. Inoue is going into this fight in July with Stephen Fulton. I think Fulton's got 2 belts maybe. So with the move up, and if he inevitably gets the job done, he's already got 2 belts. It's only going to take him like another 2 fights max. If that's if the belts are spread out, if they're not already both held by the same another person in the division. I don't know. I don't really know what goes on in that 122-pound division, but it's like not going to be a long period of time for him to do what he wants to do with that division and have the leniency to be able to go, fuck it, I'll go to 126 and fight Loma. Because that's a money fight.
fuck yeah.
That's a big fight for sure.
The monster versus the fucking Matrix.
Already got the fucking billing for it. Who would you guys go with in that? It's a
Depending-
fucking hard fight to call.
Probably Loma.
Depending on how fast the fight can be made, I'd probably take Inoue.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like all he needs is one shot.
One
That's
I know,
opportunity.
I know he's coming up in weight, but he can fucking crack.
Maybe now's the time to seize everything he ever wanted. That'd be a mad fight though. Yeah.
He's only got one shot.
An opportunity, you know.
Once in a lifetime kind of shit.
Yeah.
Just hope he doesn't lose himself.
We got there. I could see Loma. Loma doesn't get hit a great deal though. You know what I mean? He's pretty. He is getting on though. He's like it's definitely
That's what I
starting to
mean,
slow
like-
down a bit.
That's why I said, like, how fast can the fight be made?
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
if it's
realistically.
if it's like ASAP, I'd definitely lean more towards Loma. But if it's like a year, 2 years down the track, I'd lean towards in a way.
Especially because, yeah, Inoue's still under 25. Like, he's only getting stronger, faster, better, which is terrifying to think of.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
for somebody... No, you go.
Loma's been dancing since he was 4. His feet it can only handle so much, you know.
He's 35 now.
Yeah, well, that's fucking, you know, that's fucking 30-something years of dancing.
Constantly on them feet.
That's a lot of salsa.
Oh, fuck yeah. Apparently Tank says he'd be down for that fight too, but feels he would be too big for Inoue.
No.
Where does
That's
Tank,
how-
where does Tank get off
weight
saying he's too big
divisions-
for anyone? He could fight a midget and they'd be like, oh, yeah, no, fair fight, you know. Tank's got a bit of reach. Maybe a foot on him.
Where does he get off?
Oh, I want to know. It's an outrage.
Oh, fucking hell.
I found that
He might be
pretty-
getting off in a prison cell soon.
Ooh, someone will be getting off.
And that definitely won't be by his decision.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty funny point, so I thought I'd better like add that on to the end to catch what you boys would say, because I found it pretty funny too. Like, he's not big. Like, in a way, we'll probably be taller than him.
Yeah. Nah, a bit too big for him. No.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Oh, but-
What else have we got?
The WBC heavyweight tournament, so to speak. Well, it'll end up being maybe undisputed. I don't know. I don't know what route they're aiming for.
So this is
With,
just
like-
gaining more and more traction, but there's no one of note saying anything about it.
Yeah, like, I seen a poster and it had Usyk and Fury and like AJ versus Wilder, and I thought, like, that's pretty weird because they couldn't make Usyk versus Fury in Saudi Arabia fucking 3 weeks ago. Why the fuck can they make it now?
Yeah, I reckon that's a crock of shit, eh? I don't
Like, yeah, I don't know, just weird.
I don't believe anything about any Fury fight until I see him like weigh in. Then I'm like, okay.
And more to the point, why does it make sense for the two champions to fight each other and the two cunts with no belts to fight one another? I feel like it should be the other way around.
I get that sense
Yeah.
because it'd be like eliminator to get the title shot, and then it'd be like the two champions to see who's the best.
Yeah, like, well, I feel like, yeah, like, why wouldn't you have like Wilder versus Usyk or something? Because we've already seen AJ versus fucking Usyk twice.
Yeah.
Have Fury versus AJ. The two winners fight each other. If it happens to be Usyk and fucking AJ again, so be it. At least we're getting undisputed in a way.
Yeah. But yeah, is this, I don't know, like, it's just, like I said, there's no one who actually has any fucking power behind any of these situations saying anything about it. It's all just YouTube posts and, oh, there's going to be this and there's going to be that. The only thing that's come out in the past couple of weeks that leads any credence towards any of this shit is the fact that AJ posted that weird cryptic story where he said, oh, I'll be back in December.
Yeah, and it said like it's all part of the bigger picture or something. So it's got to be something big that's in the works. But I don't know. Everything I've seen lately is Eddie Hearn saying that AJ is more than likely going to be fighting Dillian White.
Maybe it's just a
So
play, man. Who knows?
I
Maybe
don't
maybe
know,
the Saudis
fucking
just said, "Fuck this, we're fixing boxing." Which
possibly,
all power to them.
very possible. Yeah, no, it's a bit weird at the moment, but I suppose we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
I'll
That's it.
believe,
While we're
I'll believe something when it fucking happens. Fucking
Yeah.
the rest of that division can fuck off for the moment.
Because that's the thing as well. Like we spoke about last week, Fury's looking for this Ruiz fight apparently, and Usyk's tied up with this Dubois WBA mandatory.
Adam?
So,
well, that's the next note anyway,
Daniel.
Ned. So we might as well just go on to Fury apparently looking for Ruiz while we're here.
yeah. So like, apparently the whole story behind this thing is like we spoke about last week. AJ's team has been reached out to by Fury's team. Supposedly they've reached out to him in some context of, look, we're looking to do this fucking tournament thing, but we're going to fight Ruiz in the meantime. Don't fight anybody. Wait until December. Because it's all of a sudden as well, like Wilder's sort of like, he's still training and everything, but he's like, all talks of him fighting anybody has just dropped off as well. He was geared up to fight Ruiz. That was supposed to be a WBC mandatory. Like they were, from all articles that I was reading, it was looking like they were being forced to do this. And then all of a sudden it's just been wiped away. Ruiz is looking at fighting Fury. Wilder's gone quiet. AJ says he's not coming back till December. It's like all signs point to it. So why the fuck isn't anybody saying anything?
Scared? I don't know.
And well, no, after what Fury done last time, if you're AJ, why the fuck would you want to listen to anything Fury says anyway? I'd be taking a fight in the fucking meantime.
Exactly.
Otherwise, what? Fury's going to fight Ruiz, come off the back of a camp and a fight, go back into camp, fight you, and you've been fucking sitting there resting since January or February or whenever the fuck it was when AJ fought.
Exactly.
I
mean, yeah. No, you go.
I read something that AJ potentially got an injury in his last fight, and that's why he's out until December.
What kind of injury?
Something to do with his face, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. It might have been like just a fracture in his like somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I just read that. That's why he's out until later in the year.
Okay.
It was
Well,
like
that would make sense.
6 months or something. He got out, like 6 months suspension, something along them lines.
Yeah, right. I'll have to have a look into that one
Yeah, I haven't heard
Hmm.
anything about that.
just to see what the specifics of it are, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Um,
he definitely got like fucking jabbed into the face a fuckload of times. So in that like last fight, whoever he was fighting, Franklin.
Yeah.
So you never know. Could have just. Yeah. But yeah, I did read that somewhere. There was like an article about an injury.
Okay. Well, remains to be seen, but we'll fucking see how that pans out.
Oh, this is, I don't know, sort of boxing, sort of not. It's bare knuckle. So you got
Love it.
Darren Till apparently fighting the winner of Perry versus Rockhold at a bare knuckle event later this year in London.
Yeah, I'm for it. I like Perry versus Rockhold, but I like Till versus Rockhold a lot more, but I don't feel like Rockhold beats Perry. I feel like Perry's got like good power and Rockhold's been known to not have a chin with gloves on. Let alone with fucking Perry just like no gloved. Been doing a
And-
couple of fights, so he's used to like his hands are like used to it.
And it's just boxing, too.
Yeah, if it was
So,
like a kickboxing fight, I'd favor Rockhold, but he's gonna get pieced up in boxing.
And
He's-
yeah, Perry's just a fucking dog when it comes down to it. Like,
Yeah. Rockhold's a bit bigger. That might play a part of it, but I feel like he's like a fair bit taller and a fair bit longer.
but yeah, Till
yeah.
fighting the winner either way is still a good fight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
it'd be
fun
fun
fight.
to watch.
So it's like a fun fight we've got whenever that is. It's coming up soon, isn't it? The Perry versus
Rockhold.
Rockhold?
Yeah, it's coming on in a couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Not sure exactly when.
Yeah, we
But
spoke
this
about it a
explains.
few weeks back, so it's got to be close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did speak about it a few weeks back. But this explains that whole like why Till got that like temporary release from the UFC.
Yeah, to go fucking win, make some money.
Yeah, because everyone was sort of trying to say for a while that it's like, oh, he might be going out to fight Jake Paul, but we know as of this week that that's not true.
Oh, stop it. Is that our next piece?
It is our next piece.
Because I can
It
lead us
be our
in
next
here.
piece.
I'll just lead us in right here. Announced just recently, Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz in boxing. Fucking, I mean, everyone like kind of overlooks Nate a little bit, and they're like, oh, fighting another former MMA fighter, former this, former that. Nate's pretty much a jiu-jitsu guy with high level boxing. And that's just not like high level MMA boxing. Even the way he stands like a boxer.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't, like, he throws kicks out of complete necessity.
Yeah. And it's like he's always just had like problems with like getting his leg torn up because he doesn't know how to check kicks.
Yeah.
But
He's, just a pure boxer.
yeah. Everyone kind of like saying that Jake Paul's going from fighting a boxer in Tommy Fury to like then going back to what he was doing and fighting old retired MMA fighters. I don't see it like that. Nate's a good boxer, man. He trains with like high level boxers as well. It's not like he's just like done what Tyrone Woodley did and like, oh, I'll just start learning boxing now.
Dude, there's footage of fucking Diaz sparring with Tyson Fury and like holding his own with the heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Yeah, Diaz is good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's fun all around. Fuck yeah, I'm keen.
The build up for that will be fucking insane.
Yeah. I don't see like the build up going well for Jake. Good luck fucking talking all that shit with all Nate and his crew around. They'll just jump you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The build up's going to be fucking insane because Jake's going to say something stupid.
Yeah.
And then Diaz's team is just going to fucking erupt from behind a curtain.
Jake's gonna.
Jake, you might not really understand him properly, so
True.
you might just sit there like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, that is true. Will Jake turn into a track star again? That's the question. Nate's team goes after him. He just starts fucking running again.
Every time I see that, every time I see that meme of that guy, it's like, open the door. All I can think of is Nate.
It's fucked up, man. I don't like joking about them people, but
Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting build up, and it's one of those things like anybody who sits there and says like, oh, he's just fighting a fucking another retired MMA fighter doesn't understand what level of Nate Diaz is at boxing.
yeah. I mean, they're not like technically they're right as well, but they're underestimating Nate for sure.
I get where they're coming from though. Like everyone had been at Jake for so long to fight a boxer. He fights one, gets beat, and then like goes back to like fighting a UFC guy, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I think people like want to see him keep going down that road of boxing now that he's done it once.
Yeah, well, he's already made the jump. Like, if he would have won, there's no way he would be fighting Nate Diaz next. He'd be fighting like someone up the rankings, trying to work his way up to get a belt.
Yeah, like that's like the part of it I don't like. Like what you wouldn't have went to exactly what you just said, Griff. Like you wouldn't have went back to do this if you'd beat Tommy.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Nate.
Well, not a fun fact, but like Griff speculation. Nate beats both Tommy and Jake. Easy. I reckon anyway. Better boxer.
No, I reckon you're pretty well right there.
So let's get Nate in the rankings. Fuck it. Give him a belt. Who would he fight? Bivol. He'd be close to Bivol's weight, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Weight
would
class
be.
above.
Okay, so who are we looking at then?
Cruiserweight they are. I think Jake fights out roughly. So fuck, I can't. That bloke that Canelo was looking at fighting not long ago. I can't They were talking about him making the jump to cruiserweight
Bo,
before he fought.
that fucking Bojack and what his name is. He's a detective,
No,
isn't he?
Makabu or something, I think his name was.
Yeah, I was close. I was close.
I think they fought not long ago, actually, Bodu, Jack, and Makabu.
Yeah, he lost his belt. Whoever had the belt lost it. I don't know the names.
Well, speaking of losing your belt, Pereira says he's making the jump to 205.
Yeah, I mean, going up there
Well,
to
not the jump, I mean the less weight cut.
yeah, just he's still gonna cut weight though, which is the craziest thing.
Oh, fuck yeah. He'll still be cutting like 15 pounds or something, 20 pounds.
I feel
25. He walks around at like 230.
I feel like it's gonna be bad if he just gets rushed up into the title shot because Jamal Hill's just gonna wrestle fuck him.
Yeah, 100%. So are a lot of the guys at the top of that division. That's exactly what Jan will do.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't see that being good for him.
After watching him tag like Izzy and the way he was piecing up his legs and shit, I don't think anyone's really going to want to try and stand with him.
Nah, fuck no, they're jumping straight at his legs, and even seeing how good he did grappling in the first Izzy fight would be like a big indication. Like, oh, he has no chance. I just got to get his back, and I'll be able to get him out of there easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's still going to be interesting to see him with that extra, like not, he's probably going to come in looking exactly the same as what he did at middleweight. Probably maybe a little bit bigger, you would assume, because he's cutting less weight, so he's probably be able to put more back on.
Yeah,
But
he'll be going in at like 220 at least.
yeah, 100%. But I don't know. It's just going to be interesting because I don't know. It's like everybody's sort of speculating the reason that he got fucking like slept so badly by Izzy is because the massive weight cut was sort of taking away his resistance a little bit.
Just the perfect shot as well.
Yeah, but no, also because like Izzy was able to rock him in kickboxing with bigger gloves and shit on, so like them smaller gloves being hit by someone who knows how to throw a punch and is precise as fuck. Like it's gonna put most blokes out. I think like Pereira still would have been at near 200 pound 205 when he got in that fucking cage on fight night.
Probably more.
Like his rehydration is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I want to know what they've got him on to rehydrate. Fucking some good shit on that horse meat.
He's got to be on fucking IVs or something. Surely. Like, there's no way you can put that much weight back on. Like, just by eating and drinking water.
Yeah, there's something going on.
100%.
I want in.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, yes, the weight cut could have done that to him, but I know the amount of weight he's able to put back on in like fucking 24 hours or whatever it is before the fight.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
also true.
It's pretty ridiculous. So
He never looks like death on the scales, though. That's one thing I don't get. Like, to get back up as high as he gets back up, he would have had to get down from around that mark somewhere. It's like, how the fuck does he manage it? I don't get
No,
it.
it's such a good point because you look at somebody like, I don't know, let's take David Haney, for instance, kind of thing. I reckon he blows up to maybe like 147, 150, maybe a bit over 150 or something after he rehydrates, which is like close to 20 pounds or something. I'd say maybe puts on about 15, some shit like that. He looks like an absolute fucking like skeleton crackhead on the scales. Like you can see every fucking bone in his face. He looks
or like
emaciated. He can barely move. But
for
Pereira,
for people who aren't familiar with boxing, McGregor at featherweight, that kind of look like a crackhead.
all right, yeah, I probably should have, considering we're speaking about that. Yeah, the cut that McGregor used to make to featherweight, like, that made him look like death. Whereas, yeah, you look at Pereira and his body language is all normal.
Yeah, it looks like
Like-
he just ate a sandwich before he got on the scales.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. Those cunts are just built differently, man.
Yeah,
Those
and
Brazilians.
and you're being cracked with 4-ounce gloves. Like boxing, they're at least like 8 ounce. Like they'd be 8 or they'd probably be close to, well, where they're fighting at, they'd be like 10-ounce gloves that they would have been fighting with in kickboxing, and Izzy was still able to rock him wearing a pair of them.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that was back when Pereira didn't have trouble making a weight cut.
I think it's just people trying to make excuses.
I reckon it was just
Yeah.
a clean ass punch, man. That shit was timed to perfection.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on the subject, Pereira doesn't believe Izzy was playing possum and that it was just a lucky shot he got hit with.
I mean, you can't. No one knows except for Izzy, really.
Well, the world knows. There's training footage. Froome said this to me at work the other day, and I blew up straight away and said, "No, that's bullshit." Because Izzy released a video himself on Instagram.
I was like, bro, I'm just telling you what Pereira said. Like, fuck, you're getting angry at me.
I'm like,
Fucking
"No,
hell."
fuck you. Just push him off the slab. But no, like, I can't remember whether it was that morning or the night before, I watched a video of Izzy, like, showing training footage of him right up against the wall of the gym and somebody throwing those body shots and him throwing that shot over the top.
Who was he riding?
Who was he riding?
Riding dirty. Yeah. I mean, he landed the exact same punch in the first fight.
Exactly.
He just knew not to try throw the left after it. He just doubled up on it. He like poured the left out there and then threw the exact same shot again.
Yeah, he used the left in both instances, but it was really just like Froome, you explained to me, like the first one was a blinder and the second one was like a rangefinder almost, or just like I don't know, like a setup almost.
Yeah. Yeah, to just be getting like his attention towards that hand, so then the other side's open.
Yeah, exactly.
There's footage getting around on the internet at the moment of both them videos, him catching him at the end of the first round,
Mm.
and then him knocking him out in the second fight. And they're both playing like at the same time, and it's literally the exact same sequence just about.
Yeah.
Pereira goes all fucking wobbly at the legs and the fucking, the bell goes and the round fucking finishes.
Hit him with a stanky leg.
That's it, man.
Fuck
It's the same
yeah.
sequence. It just fucking happened earlier that time.
Yeah.
He was
Alrighty.
able to finish it.
Got anything else?
McGregor back in the USADA pool after several tweets over the week.
Yeah, get him in there. Fucking see what's in his system.
Did you guys see any of this?
No.
No. I seen a photo
So-
with him of like, the old guy he punched in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen a photo. It's like Connor and the old guy together. So I thought that was cool.
Oh, that's cool that he's reconciled with him.
The old dude would look like this though. He didn't look alright with it at all. But
Oh, fucking hell. That's still like
Do
that
this,
is
I
just,
need publicity. I need
That's
good
still just
publicity.
that's still just the most hilarious thing of all time. Punches a cunt, then buys the pub and bars him from it.
see what I reckon's funny? 13 seconds it took him to knock out Jose Aldo. What, fucking dog shot at a fucking 80-year-old man and couldn't even get him out of the fucking bar? Had to buy the bar to get him out of there? Come on. Fucking
Bro,
piss
them
weak.
old Irish alcoholics, they're fucking
He probably didn't
everyone-
even feel the punch, eh? He was like,
everyone's on about these Russians in the UFC, man, they're taking over. Bro, just go to some random pub in Ireland. Just get a bunch of 60-year-old fucking steel workers, all in fucking wool jumpers and hats and hoy. Right, I'll get in there.
Toy to toy.
Sorry, Pudge.
Purge?
I know he's watching.
Who the fuck's
It was
Purge?
terrible. I don't know. Fucking sort of like half coughed. What were we talking about?
Persians.
Tweets.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Persians. He tweeted over the long weekend. It was just some random picture of a pool, and the caption was, "We're back in the pool, baby." And then people sort of started saying, "Though, does this mean you're back in like the testing pool?" And the only reply that he really gave was something about like, just wait for the date. So seems like this could be happening soon.
I mean, yeah, it's got to happen soon. They just fucking... Tough will be over soon, so...
It's already started, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's getting aired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep up with Tough anymore. But if they're like already in the house, that means like they should already be like nearly in camp at least, or in starting camp. Because that show only goes for like 8 weeks or something.
We'll see. I think there's been other fights announced this week, but they've been co-mains. There's something else in the notes about a UFC fight being announced.
There's one more. Costa versus Paulo targeted for 294 in Abu Dhabi.
Beating himself up, is he?
Yeah,
That's
Khamzat
versus Paulo or whatever.
There we go.
His own worst enemy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a fun fight because they already don't like each other. They had a little beef in the PI a little while back. Maybe they'll carry that on, bring a bit of fire in there.
I'm so confused as to what weight this guy fights at.
I'm sure he'll just fight wherever he wants, mate.
But he does so much talking about like, oh, I'm gonna fight Colby this, and I'll fight Izzy here, and fucking this and that. And it's like, but you don't fight at 170 pounds. You've shown that you like can't make it.
Yeah, when you miss by like 10 pounds or something.
12 pounds or some shit, man. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, they should have just fucking
Didn't
started
even
hacking
try.
away at the other lip. Maybe they would have got a few more pounds off. That was a fun fight though.
It is a fun fight, and it's a pretty interesting build-up too, even though nobody understands a word that either of them says.
No. Just special juice. That's all you get. You want. All right, man.
Okay.
That bottle of
Whatever
whatever
that
you're
means.
drinking looks like shit. It's like fucking bits of fucking orange peel in it and shit. Oh, fuck. Out of here, bro.
Oh, man.
Then the last for Believe It or Not, International Fight Week possibly in jeopardy. Dana hasn't heard back from Jones, and Leon Edwards says he'll be back in October.
Yeah, so this...
Jones, he's probably fucking on a bender again, to be fair.
I don't think Jones has heard from himself since he won.
No.
He tweeted something earlier this week after that, like all that news came out, saying some weird shit about like, wouldn't it be cool to fight my retirement fight against Stipe in New York or something, or like at Madison Square Garden. And it was, I don't fucking know, because I was under the impression that he signed a longer contract.
Yeah, I thought he signed
But-
like a multi-deal.
Yeah. But anyway, and then some random fan tweets at him, just goes like, don't retire, man. I'm not ready for you to stop fighting yet. And then he just replies, okay, I'll keep fighting.
What a man. He's man,
So
of
that's
the,
the
man
only
of the people.
that's the only correspondence that's come out of John Jones this week.
Yeah, well, I seen Stipe post like a tweet and it just said, thought I was the one running or something.
Well,
I
apparently-
posted the tweet is what I actually meant to say.
Apparently, Stipe posted like a full promotional poster and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did, man. Yeah, I just thought I might as well chuck it up now. Get it out there. Get the people keen. Get them buying tickets as soon as we can. Gonna be a good fight. I think I'm ready for John.
Fuck yeah.
Know how I'm gonna beat him. I'm just
Crusty.
gonna have a
Beat
little bag
Blaydes,
of
eh?
crack in front of him before the weigh-ins. Beat him by default.
He'll fucking fold.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about.
International
Stipe.
Fight Week. So yeah, that's apparently in jeopardy. And then Leon's come out and said that he only fought like a couple of weeks ago, really. So he's not going back into camp for July. He wants to fight in Abu Dhabi. Sorry. In
Bless you.
October.
Yeah, so what? He's probably, by the look of it, he's going to be fighting Colby.
Yeah.
I don't like that for Leon.
Nah, that's definitely not a good fight for him.
No. Well, like we said last time, it was a good run, Leon. It was great while it lasted. It lasted a fight longer than we expected, but
This is just going to be the running joke now. Leon's going to become the greatest fucking welterweight of all time, and every fight's going to be like, well, it's a good run, buddy.
just retires with the belt. We're like, oh, well,
Who's he
Good ru-
fighting this week, guys? Oh, some cunt that's like fucking like 0 and fucking 23. They've got nobody else left in the division willing to fight him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fucking nice try, Leon.
Yeah,
It was it was a good one.
It was a good run, mate.
It wasn't that good a run.
Nah, it wasn't. He tried his best though, right?
That Fire Leon shit run, mate. Cleans the whole division out.
Just fucking wipes it.
Only 4 trash cans.
Oh, that's it for Believe It or Not.
That
all
is
over.
it, for believe it or not.
It's all over Red Rover.
What fight do you guys want to talk about first?
Lead us wherever you want, Ned.
You just fucking
Well,
Get us
let's
on
just
in
go
there.
with the schedule, considering we're gonna run out into the Davis versus Garcia preview, so we'll keep with the UFC theme. And I know me and Freemy only watched the first and the 5th round, so hit us with the fucking Holloway versus Allen breakdown, Griff.
Oh well, it was a great fight. Both guys really tried hard in there. Holloway just tried that a little bit harder. So, he came away with a unanimous decision at the end. That's all I got to say about the fight, really, boys. Allen came out early in the first throwing bombs. I was a little nervous for Holloway, to be honest. I was like, fuck, because he got clipped a fair few times with some decent shots. Probably late in the first, Holloway started to settle. And then from then, it was just like, the Holloway show, really. Just like, I don't know, it was weird to watch because you'd be watching Allen throw big shots and then you'd be like, fuck, man, he landed some big shots. But then you'd just see like the numbers pop up and Holloway would be like ahead by like 100 strikes. You're like, what the fuck? When did he throw them?
Dude, he's the first UFC fighter to break 3,000 significant strikes.
Yeah, which fucking makes sense, like, bro. You don't even know he throws shots half the time. Just like, I haven't even touched glove yet, and he's just fucking strike counter just starts going up.
Dude, the disparity between the first and second place is crazy. I think the second place person is like, I can't remember who it is.
Frankie Edgar.
Frankie Edgar, and he has like 2,300 or something like that, and he's retired.
Yeah.
And he did that in 30 fights. Max has done it in 26.
Yeah, and Max is like, still young, still going.
Still competing. Not
yeah,
just
Max
being
is only
thrown to
like
the fucking wolves.
Yeah, Max is like 31, so
He's still got
He's
plenty
still-
left in the tank, man.
Yeah, he's
they
still got a
still
bit
have
left
a few
in him.
years.
Couple of
'Cause
bulk
that's the-
fights left in him, eh?
Who knows what's going to go on with that, hey?
Max says
actually-
he wants to fight.
Well, Max said he wants to fight Korean Zombie.
In Korea?
North?
No, I think in Australia, to be honest, which would be dope.
Really?
Holloway wants it to be in Australia.
He wants to come and fight over here? That's dope.
Just a fucking
Fuck
top
yeah.
bloke, man. All around top dude.
I'm on the pod, Max.
Yeah, you can come on our pod anytime.
Oh, fucking hell. Like I said, we only saw like bits and pieces of the fight, but from what I saw, like you said, yeah, it was really hard to judge what was going either way. Allen was just fucking throwing for the fences.
Yeah, I feel like Holloway probably like started to take over like in the late in the third, and then it was just like, done from there onwards. But it fucking Allen done nothing bad for himself, man. He's fucking just proved that he like deserves to be up there in like the top rankings.
Holloway's just one of those fighters that's like, if he works you out, it's game over.
Yeah,
Like, it's fucking, yeah, he's just such a fucking high IQ fighter when it comes down to it. But then can also just slug, which is, if that 5th round went for another 10 seconds, it'd be a fucking Holloway KO.
nah, I feel Allen was still there. He's just
You
like,
reckon?
yeah, he just caught him like off balance because he got straight
He-
up and he was alright.
He hit him pretty hard. I think he only got straight up because the fucking bell went, though.
Woke him up, you reckon?
Well, it was only like it was like 2 seconds in between him hitting the ground and then like Max went to throw like another shot and the bell went.
Yeah, nah, he seemed with it to me. Seemed alright. They got up and they nearly made out a little bit.
Yeah, it was weird because Allen jumped up all like happy and shit and Max was still in like killer mode.
Yeah,
He was just staring at him like, what? And then Allen's like, huh?
gotta fuck it. We gotta fight. Yeah, I mean, fucking good competitive fight though. Done nothing but good things for Arnold Allen. Get a better
First loss
name,
in the UFC, but fucking yeah, like
His
didn't
name's
lose
hard
any
to say.
stock.
Fucking too many A's too close together, you know.
It is hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah. I always just have to.
Arnold
I always have to say it slow, like make sure I like separate the words, or else I just fucking it's game over.
sound it out like Jeff does.
Oh, not that bad.
Mm.
You have to. We're not allowed to make fun of them. Fucking Arnie.
Oh fuck! Alrighty.
I don't know if there was any other good fights on that card. I didn't really watch it. To be fair,
I can't remember who else was on the card.
there was a double
Anyway,
retirement, so you know, sayonara lads.
Who?
Two guys that fought and then both retired together. I reckon they probably went back to the hotel room and fucking did some other shit together too. Fucking, what else? What else? You know, fucking they fought together, they weighed in together, they fucking retire together. Fucking dead. Fucking give it a break.
Straight down to the fucking.
Sleep together, apparently.
Oh,
Straight
fucking
down to
hell.
one of them 24-hour churches.
I don't think them two are allowed in a church.
They are in Vegas. They're not real churches.
Mm.
Just- If it's got neon, it's not a real church. And that should be the qualifier. Jesus does not exist here.
I'm pretty sure Jesus loves bright colors.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, I'm not sure how the fuck this like main
Loves
event or
neon.
co-main
Griff's got
was
neon
actually
behind him.
what?
I said, Jesus loves neon. Griff's got neons behind him.
I fucking know.
Our Lord and Savior.
And we do.
Jesus lives there.
He lives in this room somewhere.
Jesus lives in all of us.
He's been in me a bit. I mean, what? The fuck?
You're talking about the Dalai Lama or Jesus?
Oh, I wish. Dalai Lama.
That's what he said his name was. Bro, did you see that? Oh no, you guys wouldn't have. So like the fucking somebody commented on a short that we posted about that from the episode last week. And like somebody this stupid bitch just jumps on it. She's just like fuck, what was she talking about? She was talking about, oh, I saw this footage, and because you said like, oh, it was like a 2-year-old. It's like the boy wasn't 10, he was boy wasn't 2, he was 10 years old. And then somebody instantly jumps on the comments after them and goes, and why is that the problem with the situation?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was a little bit older, but it's still fucking an issue. I bet that person fucking rides fucking every religion's dick. Fuck out of there.
Jesus Christ, I bet that person has a fucking blue square on their house.
What does that do?
It means you're a sex offender.
Oh, yep. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Was it Pete? It's probably Pete. He's back. He's got another account. They can't.
Fucking,
Pete.
he's back.
He's back. I missed him.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. So, like I said, I don't actually know how this was billed as a co-main or main or whatever the fuck. So I'm just going to talk about the Maya fight first, which I saw bits and pieces of. She won by a pretty wide unanimous decision, which is, you know, expected when somebody comes in on 1 day notice. Strange events surrounding the whole like replacement of the opponent, though. Her opponent wasn't given a license by the fucking BBBOC because of I think it's a lens in one of her eyes.
Fish eye
That
or
it's
kind of lens?
Oh, yeah.
Fixed? Fish eye? Telephoto?
60 frames per second, 4K.
60 chromes per second? Fucking, it's too many, bro. It's too many chromes.
Anyway, yeah, it's weird because they've licensed her to fight with this lens in a row before, so just strange that they wouldn't let her do it again. But Maya succeeds in her lightweight debut and says that she's looking for a fight with probably Katie Taylor after this.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes, to be honest.
I mean, there's probably like, Maya would be a bit bigger, right?
A little bit taller, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I still see Taylor taking it.
Taylor's still the smarter boxer. Maya's still quite young
Yeah.
and like developing her skills kind of thing.
I mean, if she's gonna get a OnlyFans career, blossoming, she might want to grow some other things.
What was that quote that you saw earlier, fucking Faroum?
Oh, I think it was like complaining about the pay gap between like men's and like females professional sport. He's like complaining about the pay gap on fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's an outrage. Yeah, but if you're like a female star in any degree, you can just make bank. You don't even have to be a star. Like half the people that you see like promoting it aren't stars, but they're just like, oh, I make heaps more money off it than fighting. I just like to fight.
It's
You know,
so backwards.
like not even like people that were fighters either, just like random fucking people that have been on like reality TV have like made OnlyFans accounts and made fucking like shitloads off of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't agree with like them promoting it on their fight shorts and stuff because like a lot of kids like idolize boxing, you know what I mean? And then their parents are going to see that shit on their favorite fighters' trunks and be like, you're never watching them again. Just the way parents work. If I had a kid and then they're like, oh, this is my favorite fighter, and it's just like Michaela Mayo with just like OnlyFans all over her gear, I'd be like, nah. You're not fucking learning what OnlyFans is at a young age because you enjoy boxing.
Yeah, that's a really solid point.
But I don't have an issue with them having it. Fucking power to you, I reckon. Yeah, you can't make as much money in fighting. Fucking make it elsewhere.
Yeah, don't promote it within your sport.
No.
Yeah, no, but like most of them have that on their shorts because like they have the account with OnlyFans, but OnlyFans will also sponsor them. So
yeah,
like,
they'd be getting money through the
OnlyFans
promotion.
will sponsor. Yeah, OnlyFans will sponsor them then to wear like their brand on their shorts or whatever.
Yeah.
They probably make them bank just off wearing it on their fucking pants.
Yeah. I've seen her promoted on her Instagram. So she's got one, which is like, I don't necessarily care about. I just don't think it's good for like boxing as a
Most
whole.
female
I
fighters
100% agree.
Not the right ones, you know?
You are right. You're
She's
definitely
she
right.
fights
Yeah.
this weekend.
Sky.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
On what?
Wait. Um,
On the Davis and Garcia card?
I don't think so. You know how they just have like a bunch of fucking other random cards that they don't promote?
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen her post, it would have been yesterday, like 6 days out. So
Okay.
she fights someone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah, I literally didn't even know she was fighting.
Yeah. You gotta fucking, yeah, they don't promote like that card whatsoever. I haven't seen anything else about the card, only that because I follow her.
Boxing promotion is fucking terrible, man. Like I said, I literally didn't know what out of these two fights that we're talking about here, which one was billed as the co-main and which one was the main. So we'll just move on to the next one, which was a very unexpected result. Fucking shout out to Big China Power. Like,
Big China Power.
Big China Power. Fucking get him.
Reckon he's got
Me
a
with
big-
the fucking...
reckon he's got a big John. The
only
Rakhimov
Big John in-
versus Cordina card is what Sky fights on.
Oh, Cordina's back this weekend. That's right.
Yeah.
Fucking forgot about that. That might be a fight to watch as well. Anyway, Joe Joyce versus Zhang Zayli. Yeah, it's his name.
Isn't it Zog?
Fucking
Zong?
zinging and zanging everywhere. Fucking zanging him with that fucking left hand.
Right, he was zanging him with that left hand, all right. He was zanging it in every chance he got.
He literally didn't miss with that thing. It's a fucking missile.
Joyce forgot how to zing and zang.
I feel like Joyce's game plan going into that was like, I reckon I could deflect 90% of his shots with my eyeball. Fuck, he got away with it for the first couple of rounds there, but then
I
it
think
started to catch up.
I think you might have been watching some Triple G through the week or something. So, so that's how you block and slip punches. You just put your face there and just cop it.
No.
Wait,
He was watching Dragon Ball Z and he was like, no. So what I can do is if I close my eye around his fist, I can catch it.
Yeah.
Fucking hook him with a body shot.
It nearly worked too. It nearly worked.
Fucking, he nearly had it. I reckon he was real close before the doctor stopped it.
I mean, it was like pretty evident from like the bell that like Zhang just did not respect Joyce's power.
He didn't give a fuck.
He just walked through like anything Joyce threw at him and then just rocked him with like, I don't know. In the first couple of rounds, I reckon he rocked him like 7 times. Easy.
Yeah.
Dynamite in that big
And-
fucking Chinese hand.
Well, Zhang is southpaw as well. Like that left hand, like does Joyce know how to fight a southpaw? Like it didn't look like it. And like when me and Ned were watching the fight, I said to Ned, like I didn't think it was possible to see someone that is like more terrible than Wilder at fighting on the back foot. And I seen that in Joyce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he didn't know what to do when Zhang started pushing him back.
Yeah,
he
as
was
soon as
so
he was like,
lost.
as soon as he was forced backwards, like he looked like fucking, I don't know, Bambi on ice or something. He was fucking all over the place.
Looked like
He didn't know
fucking
where to
Elmer
fucking-
Fudd, the cunt.
Didn't know where to put his fucking feet. It was fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never seen Joyce fight before, and I like, mainly from like what you
Resisting.
two boys had told me, I like had high expectations. Hey, I was like, oh, this is going to be a dope fight. Because I'd seen China fight before, Zhang. And, you know, I've seen him, he's like got a good chin. Not the best boxer, but he's like, you know, not bad. I think he's Korean, isn't he? I don't know.
No, he is Chinese. It's very interesting. He's 39 years old and he's gotten better.
Yeah, definitely better than he was in his last fight. He was just throwing that left dumpling as hard as he could.
Dim sum straight down the pipe.
He hit him with that sweet and sour chicken in the 4th, and fucking hell, it was. Oh.
Sweet and sour. Fucking then he ran it up to the Kung Pao.
Oh, they should just make a highlight video of him, and every punch is just like Kung Pao. It'd be fucking funny as.
Or you said Elmer Fudd 2 minutes ago. I've been resisting the urge to fucking say, "Oh, what's up, a dog?" in Chinese accent.
Oh yeah, love it.
Oh god. Anyway,
Like that opens up the heavyweight division a bit though.
Oh,
it really does.
Yeah, it fucking. What's his name? Pretty much an hour in there, bud. You just want to fucking. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Zhang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zhang just didn't respect the power, and I mean, it didn't seem like anything Joyce threw really affected him a great deal. Like he never really seemed like wobbled or off like his balance. He just like kind of stayed out of the way of shit. Got back
Joyce
in
Joyce barely threw a jab, which is his best weapon.
there. He threw
Yeah,
he was throwing big shots. Like not big shots, sorry, but like big combinations of just really light shots. And as you said for him, like a good percentage of them weren't landing. But it was just like, I feel it was his way to try to be like, fuck, I don't want this guy to hit me anymore.
Yeah, and when he would go to throw the jab, Zhang was just countering straight over the top of it with that left. Like, and just tagging him with it. So, like, it got to a point as well where he wasn't throwing, like, just the jab like he would in any other fight. Like, he wasn't just ramrodding it out there because every time he went to throw it,
Oh, Ramrod.
Zhang would take, like, that half a step back and just fucking crack him over the top with that left. And then, in sort of rounds 4 and 5, sort of, Joyce tried to fucking put pressure on fucking Zhang, but like he was, as Griff said, he was more like pitter-pattering with his punches just to keep Zhang from throwing that left.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. He was just like, I need to not get hit anymore. Because you can tell like Joyce was not having a good time. He's like a pretty small heavyweight. You reckon he'd be able to cut down a cruiserweight?
Oh,
Mm.
too thick, I think.
Joyce.
Yeah,
Too
Joyce.
thick, I think.
He's
Too
like
big.
270 pounds or something like that.
Doesn't look that big. Like compared to Zhang. Just keeps
There's no
moving.
way him being that big now that he'd be able to do it.
I mean, yeah. I think you're right. I don't know. There's nothing you
But
can
yeah,
argue with that, you know?
he's far too fucking huge for that. And it's like, I don't know. It's hard to judge from this performance this weekend. It's like, did Zhang just get like infinitely better from the last fight that he's had, or was Joyce just never as good as anybody thought that he was?
Well, from then to Meow, like, Zhang was just a different fighter. So,
Or did Joyce have no respect for him?
hey?
I said, or did Joyce have no respect for him?
Oh,
Yeah.
Joyce had zero respect.
And like was expecting to just go in there, you know, first couple of rounds, bit of feel out, then just start to put the pressure on and just do what he's done to everybody else in the past, just wear them down and knock them the fuck out. And Zhang, I don't know, it was a different angle. There's not many southpaws at heavyweight.
No.
More to the point, there's not many southpaws that are 6'8" and 280 pounds that can move like that.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking Joyce just and I feel like Zhang did have a good performance, but I feel it was also maybe Joyce having the same sort of problem as AJ, I guess. Like looking ahead to that fight, like AJ was with fucking Wilder. He was looking ahead to Undisputed. Fights Ruiz, gets tagged, fucking setback.
Yeah.
You've had nothing from Joyce, like over the past 3 months. I haven't heard him fucking talk about Zhang. I've heard him say how he wants to fight AJ, how he wants to fight fucking Fury, how he wants to fight everybody else but the man that was fucking in front of him.
Where do you reckon?
Yeah, it's very true.
Where do you reckon Joyce goes Meow, like after a loss?
This
I'm not exactly sure. Like
there's not many places to go.
Yeah, that's it. Like that's a blessing and a curse in the sense that like there's not many places for him to go. He's not going to fucking plummet down the rankings or anything like that. He's still going to be close to like a number 2, number 3 contender or whatever it is in the WBO, or because he was the WBO interim champion. So he's probably still technically like the number 1 contender.
Yeah, so he'd still be
whatever
ranked,
it
like,
is.
1 or 2.
Yeah, quite highly. And I believe he's ranked quite highly in the WBA as well.
How old's Joyce?
36, 37? How old's
Okay.
Joyce for me? 36?
36.
I was going to
Yeah.
say he's definitely like late 30s.
He's getting on.
Yeah, which is why it's like when you look at his record and it's like, oh, he's only had like fucking 17 or 18, or I think it's only like 15 fights or something like that. So why is he fighting for titles? Because he spent so long in like the Olympic system and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen his Olympic tattoo. It was heaps sick.
Everyone's got one, don't they?
Oh, bro, you
And like
fucking... I swear, if your dad was in the Olympics, you're fucking born with one, aren't you?
Born with one.
Yeah, you just come out with an Olympic tattoo, you're like, yeah.
Come to get him just for going there.
Yeah. Like, I went and watched the 2000 Olympics. I got a tattoo. I did.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
here's the line to
I
screen
didn't
your
even
bags.
go and watch it. I'm just going to get one because they had it in my country.
Yeah, it was in fucking Australia. We owned it.
What's this line for? Oh, this is for your mandatory tattoo before you go in.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking buzz me out, boys.
But yeah, I don't know. That opens up the heavyweight division, and it also had me thinking, just while we're on Joyce, one last little thing. If he was like that against Zhang, who's a southpaw, how the fuck does he go against Usyk, honestly?
Usyk
That's what I said.
murders
At
him.
the end of the fight, I was like, everyone in the top 5 at heavyweight murders him.
But like he was, there was Dubois, then after Dubois, Joyce was the next in line, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be the IBF that's next in line. So he still had like maybe 2 or 3 fights to wait for Usyk. But if like a man that was, 6'9" or whatever the fuck Zhang is, with a bit of speed, was able to like do that to Joyce's face, what the fuck would Usyk have done?
Dude, can you
like
imagine
with that-
someone like Wilder, even? With the fact that Joyce doesn't move his head?
Yeah, I don't see it going
Like-
well for Joyce with any of the top heavyweights. Like AJ, Wilder, Fury, Usyk, they all piece him up badly.
Well, that's
Alright,
the thing. Him and
I was-
AJ fought in the amateurs, and AJ knocked him out in 1 round.
Yeah, it makes sense after seeing him fight.
And he's already
Yeah,
been
no,
beaten
just-
by Usyk.
Yeah, he has. That was amateurs as well, I believe. It was
Yeah.
like a 3 round or 6 round fight. I'm not sure. It wasn't like a full length fight, but yeah, like I was just thinking earlier today, like what the fuck would Usyk have done to him if Zhang was able to do that to him, like from a southpaw stance? Like I don't think Usyk would have rocked him and had him wobbled and shit, but I do feel like Usyk would have just fucking put on a clinic for 12 rounds.
Yeah, would have busted both eyes up.
Usyk would have looked like he just came out of the gym, and Joyce would have looked like he just got beat in an alley by 12 cunts with bats.
Yeah. Would have
Legit,
looked like
that's the only way that would have panned out.
I agree.
I just thought I'd say what you boys thought because I'd been thinking about it earlier and I was like, oh, I'll ask the boys.
It's very fucking true, man. Like, if Zhang was able to do that, like, yeah, that left was a fucking, like, it's his best shot, and it was definitely a fucking missile, but none of his other shots, like, were that. They were powerful, but they weren't fast.
Yeah, and, like, Usyk's not putting one or two left hands there, like, two left hooks into your face. He's throwing, like, a 5 or 6 punch combination.
Exactly.
Like, at all times.
He's hitting those 2 straights, then he's dancing under your arm that you've lazily thrown out, throwing one at your body, waiting for you to turn around so he can throw another 2 hooks at your face before he moves out of your distance.
Yeah, like I feel like it just, like, all the talk that Joyce had been doing, like, as you said, Griff, anyone in the top 5's a real drama for him now, I believe. Like,
I reckon you give him Franklin, fucking gonna have a fucking rough night.
I think I said to Ned when the fight was on, I said, imagine if this was AJ throwing like a 3-punch combo and finishing with that fucking left hook.
Oh,
dude, that's
bad.
a legitimately good, like, I know that was a joke that you just made, but that's a legitimately good point. Even someone like Jermaine Franklin, who's a southpaw, would have caused Joyce problems.
Franklin's no joke, Ned. I would never joke about the man. I learned that lesson pretty early on.
Hey. Yeah, I think it really all comes down to that first point that you made for me of Joyce was just doing so much talking about, oh, I'm going to fight this person, I'm going to fight that person, when it's like you really should have been focusing on the giant that was standing in front of you the whole time.
Is he German?
Yeah. I said giant.
I thought you were saying das person, and I thought he might have been German.
He's a Chinaman.
I thought maybe, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Das ist big China power.
Truth.
It'll be interesting to see where Joyce goes from here, but
Yeah, I reckon,
It will be.
Like Ned
I'd
explained,
say.
he's probably still up in the top rankings, which makes sense. If he lost the interim belt, he's probably still up in the the top 3 at least.
yeah, well, I think that was ordered, so Zhang would have been like the top 2 or 3 in that like governing body as well, so he wouldn't have went far.
I did see a
But
meme.
now,
Sorry.
so I'd say now though, like I'm not sure what stipulations are when you hold like a title of what like the level that Joyce had, but now he's probably more open to get ranked in everyone else's governing bodies as well. So it probably will open up a fair few options for him too.
Yeah.
You saw a meme?
Did. I seen a meme. It was of Zhang's face, and it said 13 million people in China watched his fight live, and then it had like Tank Canelo. How does the new face of boxing look? Thought it was funny.
Fuck yes,
Just-
get him big Zhang.
It's just Zhang's big fucking head, just smiling.
He's got a fucking melon on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, true.
He just reminds me of the moon from the Mighty Boosh. I am the moon. The moon is big. I am the moon.
That's monstrous. That's fucking damn sure. But I mean, it got him to where he is.
Speaking of things that are monstrous, we got a fucking huge fight coming this weekend. Even though it's for absolutely 0 fucking gold and just bragging rights.
Did you see who she was fighting? He's talking about Skyfire.
No, I didn't. But I will actually be interested to sit down and watch that. Davis versus Garcia, finally.
That's Ryan Garcia, not Hector. So
Not Hector, not Luis, not Rafael.
No, Ryan. with an R. I see a lot of talk about this, how anyone that's just like, oh, if you think Ryan's got a chance in this, you don't know anything about boxing.
Anybody who has that comment proves that they don't know anything about boxing.
Yeah, and they should shut their dirty little whore mouths.
You fucking tell them, Griff.
They should.
But no, it's not to sit there and dispute that fact of like, oh, like I'm not sitting here and saying you're a fuckwit because I believe the opposite of that fact. It's a 50-50 fight
It is hard
at
to
this
pick.
point.
I mean,
It leans.
they both got power in their hands, man. They can both put someone out cold stiff with one shot.
Yes, they both can. And it's like, and it's one of those things of like the technical advantages that Davis has are sort of slightly like brought into balance by the fact that Garcia has got so much more speed and a reach advantage. And
I see it being
that
like
kind of thing.
a bit of a thing, whereas Tank's shown that he's like got a good chin. Garcia's shown that he's a bit chinny. So that is a little factor that I have looked into. Like I'm like, oh, Garcia might be able to crack Tank with a couple before he's be able to put him out. Whereas like I've seen Garcia get dropped by Luke Campbell.
That's true. I also don't think Davis has been hit by somebody like Garcia before.
Oh no, like Hector Garcia had probably a quarter of the amount of power that Ryan has.
And he was tagging him.
Yeah.
Whether that was by like Tank's design or something to like wear a shot to get a shot, I'm not exactly sure. But like we spoke about when this fight was announced, there was a couple of defensive holes sorry, that I saw in that like Hector Garcia fight that I was looking at straight away, like, oh my God, like that's just he does this thing where he especially did it in the Garcia fight. He'll like throw this sort of lunging hook or like lunging sort of jab to the body and like lean real low, bring his body low to do it. Then once he realizes that you're biting on it, he makes that same thing and then he jumps and throws this hook to your head. It's a good shot. But for somebody with the reflexes and the speed, especially in that like fucking perfect left hook that Garcia has, it's just fucking recipe for disaster for Tank. He goes to jump and Garcia takes half a step back, throws that shot and catches him flush on the chin.
Catches him fucking midair, you reckon? Bit of a midair fucking collision.
Well, legitimately, he actually does like sort of semi-leave the ground to throw this shot.
Yeah.
Because of the way that it's designed, it's like he coils like a spring and then like waits for you to go down like you're trying to move your body away and then he fucking lunges at your head. It's called a gazelle hook.
What a fucking terrible name.
It is a fucking terrible name, but it kind of makes sense.
Let's name it after a bird. Fucking weirdo.
Gazelle's not a bird.
What the fuck it is to me, mate. It definitely is to me.
Oh, fuck.
We're going to get some cut in the comments be like, see? The fucking red-crested gazelle from fucking Northern Africa. There's 3 of them left.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I've seen a few gazelles around that had wings. I could be wrong. I don't know.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, what do you reckon? Are they birds or not for him?
I think they're like a deer or something, aren't they? Like a gazelle. If I can.
They
They're
are.
jumping over shit and that, I think.
Part deer,
I
part
don't know.
bird? You reckon they ever flew?
I'm no David Attenborough, but
Nah,
so,
neither. Wish I was.
Now all I can imagine is David Attenborough commentating a boxing fight.
Oh, to be, it's not.
Davis, there with the jab.
Yeah, Davis would already be 4 punches ahead by the time he spoke about the jab, but.
Moving away ever so slightly.
here they are fighting over this ring girl. She's walking around with the numbers.
Yeah.
This is the mating battle. It has commenced.
I need to see this now. I reckon that'd be the best commentary ever. Fucking, I'm for it.
Holy shit.
How
Anyway.
do you see the fight going there for him?
Yeah.
I don't know, like I see it the way Ned said, but then I also see like the way Garcia was caught in that Luke Campbell fight,
Yeah.
like by that left hand. Like if he makes that same I don't know, decision, I guess, to overcommit on that right hand, and Tank is able to catch him like Luke Campbell did, he won't get the fuck back up.
No.
Like it, but it goes both ways. If Tank overcommits on a shot, Garcia can slip and get rid of that left hook or that right fucking hand. Like it could be fucking over for Tank.
Yeah. To me, it's like whoever lands the cleaner shot first is going to take it because they both just got fucking dynamite in their hands.
I'll be extremely surprised to see this go the distance.
Whoever's hungrier on the night, I feel like whoever. Like I feel like for Tank, he's probably been in this situation more times than Ryan. Like the being under the big lights, the pressure. Like because Tank's been and fought for multiple world titles.
I mean, Garcia's got like how many Instagram followers? He's used to the bright lights. Fucking what a fuckwit, eh? Calls himself a king.
King of absolutely fuck all. King of like the 4th rank in every fucking division. Shut up, cunt. And I mean that statement only fucking stands until this weekend. Like you can literally do something to change that in like 3 days, 4 days, whatever the fuck it is. I don't have no concept of time anymore.
It's such a fucking, it's a 50-50, eh? Like you can't just be like, nah, he's gonna take it because of this. Like
this is what I mean.
There's disadvantages and advantages to both sides, like height, probably like more powers with Tank, you could imagine, but then Garcia's faster, got the quicker reaction time. It's just like so many things that play into it.
The way this build-up has gone, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a technical boxing match for like the first 6 before like the fight really starts to fucking open up.
Which Tank sits ahead in like a technical boxing match, I feel.
Yeah, and like that, I feel like that favors Tank because he's not exactly the fastest starter. Like he likes to, sort of set traps, make reads, and then come like, around 7 onwards, he starts to sort of act on the reads that he's made throughout the fight.
Yeah. Well, he's like Floyd's protege, so you got to imagine he's going to have some like similarities to Floyd.
Yeah, like he just doesn't start fast. So if Garcia can come out, start fast, and land, that's a big advantage. Like I feel like that's probably like Garcia's best chance is to get it done. I feel between rounds sort of 1 to 6. He's got to catch Tank early, hurt him, and gain some respect.
Yeah.
If he's not able to do that, I feel like Tank just wears him down, especially with the weight cuts and shit. Like the rehydration clause, I feel like Tank will wear him down and catch him late.
And I kind of feel like as much as he's said like, oh, I'm not sleeping on Ryan and we're doing our research and this and that, I feel like Tank's the kind of person that doesn't respect anybody's power until he gets hit by it, regardless of like what's said about it. He just seems like that arrogant kind of guy.
Yeah, but he's not dumb enough to come forward and sit in the pocket where he could possibly be fucking tagged by that hook. He's not that stupid.
No, God, no. He's a smart fighter. He is the smarter fighter.
That's why, like, they're going, oh, this is going to be a war. I don't see that for the first 6. I don't see it being a war. Like, yeah, they'll be trying to land shots, but I feel like it'll be more of a boxing match, getting reads, and then come late is when the fight will, like, actually fucking get started.
And you're right, in the sense that, like, if Garcia can sort of push the pace in those first 6 rounds and then puts Tank in a position where he has to go for those chances.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
like, that, I feel like that's, kind of going to be something along the lines of what his game plan's going to be. Like, really land those shots, like, even just outpointing him, like, putting on the pressure, maybe trying to tag him a couple of times in those first couple of rounds that sort of throws Tank off balance, off his game plan. Because that's what you need. You need the smarter fighter to be off his game plan.
And Ryan knows he can't come in too aggressive either because he knows he can't get fucking tagged by Tank.
Exactly.
So, like, you're going to get a boxing match to start off with, I feel. And then once they both start making reads, someone starts landing and taking control of the fight, then it'll really fucking open up.
So, what, you reckon maybe 6th, 7th round, things will start to get a little frisky?
Yeah, I think things will start to get heated then. There'll probably be fucking a little bullshit at the ends of the rounds where they fucking look at each other and fucking whatnot. But no one's gonna come in and try and overcommit on anything too fucking early.
No, I feel like there's too much power on both sides.
Yeah, neither of them are that fucking stupid.
Yeah. Like Tank doesn't know how to read, but he's a good fucking boxer.
Yeah, well, if Floyd taught him, he's got no fucking clue.
Yeah, I think it was his teacher, him and Jeff.
Oh, fuck me.
You know, and Billy Madison when he draws the Z's on the fucking blackboard and they just ziggle.
Rizzuto's not a word. He's a baseball player. You're cheating.
Yeah, that's how they got him doing his Z's. He was like, But yeah, fun fight.
It is a fucking fun fight. So why don't we just do a round of predictions here? I'm going to go... I don't know. I feel like... No. I need to make a little caveat for it. I feel like with everything that we've said, all of the actual like boxing ability aside, there is the real high possibility that Tank could be going to prison in like a month. I feel like that plays on you regardless of how much of a like, oh, I don't give a fuck character you kind of have, because he could be going away for a long period of time.
What do they do again?
Like not a long enough.
Which is also dangerous because if he goes away for a long period of time, he's got nothing to fucking lose right now.
This is what I mean.
What happens now won't matter in 5 years.
It really could go like both ways. It could play on him to the point that he's out of sorts, or it could play on him to the point that he's just like, fuck this, I'm putting my fist through this cunt's skull because I'm not going to get a chance to do it for half a decade.
Yeah,
So
his fist will be going elsewhere.
I'm going to go Garcia round 10.
I'm going to go Tank 7th.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Rumi, what do you got?
Take Tank round 9.
Alrighty. There you go. They're fucking locked in.
Locked in, loaded, ready to go.
And I believe we're also going to try and do a bit of a fight call for that.
A fight call?
Yeah, we'll do it as part of the podcast kind of thing, but...
Can't make that happen.
What's a fight call?
Maybe we should try and do it live somewhere. Just call up a fight. How you going?
Do you have the number?
You been good? How's work?
What are you wearing? Boxing fucking shorts? What the fuck? Has anything sanded anyone's burn?
Well, we do have a UFC fight night to quickly talk about.
Oh yeah. No, fuck everything about that except for your dong song or whatever the fucking what's his name? Your song dong.
Your dong song your dong, something like that.
Someone's singing. Someone's singing somewhere. Tell you that much for free.
Pavlovich versus Blaydes.
Probably Pavlovich. He's that big Russian bear dude, isn't he?
Yes. He's the one that fought Tuivasa last, I believe.
Yeah, probably back him. He's a underdog as well for some strange reason.
Oh, that's an interesting bet. Put money on that.
Yeah, I definitely have money on Sergio.
Well, I think the only reason they might have him as an underdog is because Blaydes has quite good wrestling as well.
Yeah, but then fucking Pavlovich is like pretty good on the ground. And then if it's on the feet, he's got like good hands. Curtis has been stopped before. So.
Like Pavlovich is fucking like pretty fucking big too.
Pavlovich is the one with the split record. He's got like 16 wins and it's literally like 8 by KO and 8 by submission. So it could go any way with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's probably going to take it. I mean, I'm looking at the odds right now. Blaydes is paying 155 and fucking Pavlovich is paying 247. That's Australian.
Pretty good bet.
So the Americans would be like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean? Then we got Ricky Simon versus Yadong Song. You can pretty much just hand it to Yadong by a fucking turkey slap. Because you know he's going to have his fucking teammates there. I mean, get off him. What more can I say?
How's Ricky going to feel with Yadong laying on top of him?
Probably not good. You know, he's going to have a fair bit of weight on him. Yadong will probably get on his back at some point.
You think?
Oh, I hope so. Fucking hope so.
It's not a good place for Yadong to be.
No.
Someone should warn Ricky.
I mean, if Ricky wants if Ricky wants to be ready, yeah, he's gonna, moisturize his back up and make sure nothing's gonna stick there too tightly. We got Brad Tavares versus Bruno Silva.
Silva?
Bruno Silva, yeah.
Yeah.
We also have Bobby Green versus Jared Gordon. I'm just gonna skip past Brad Tavares and the other guy. I'm just gonna,
Fuck 'em.
acknowledge that they're there.
Wait,
And
Jared Gordon's fighting again?
yeah, he's fighting Bobby Green, which I don't like
Ooh.
for him. Who's Jared
Mm.
Gordon?
Who's Jared Gordon?
Yeah.
He's the cunt that lost
The
to
bloke that's
Paddy
fighting Bobby
Pimblett.
Green.
He lost to Paddy Pimblett at the UFC,
Oh,
like that
by
first
decision.
UFC London card. Yeah, and it was everybody sort of says that Gordon should have won that fight.
Yeah. I mean, Bobby Green's like steps ahead of fucking Paddy Pimblett. Bobby
Is he?
Green,
Bobby
yeah,
Green's fucking
Bobby Green's like a vet, bro.
a mean looking man.
He is. Done some time.
That's right. I watched
Who's
the interview
that,
with him on Rogan. Yeah.
He's that bold black dude with like head tats and shit. He's got like his fucking whole like skull tattooed and that.
Yeah.
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 Just a
Scary
fucking
looking dude.
Yeah. I feel like he's probably gonna like get it done comfortably. We got Ricky Glenn. He's fighting. He's just got a cool name. Shout out Ricky Glenn.
No, he doesn't.
Right, what do you mean? He's got 2 first names. That's fucking dope.
Ricky Glenn.
Yeah, Ricky Glenn. He reminds me of someone from Trailer Park Boys. I don't know why. I just like imagine if one of them was named Ricky Glenn, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some fucking redneck from a fucking trailer park.
100%. It's not out of place.
No. We've also got Brogan Walker. What do they do? Just like pick everyone with these most terrible fucking names and be like, yeah, you can fight on this card. Why not? Fuck me dead, yeah, I mean, pretty lackluster card. You got Bobby Green fighting, which is exciting.
Yeah.
It better be free. That looks like a free card to me if I've ever seen a free card.
Should be.
Yeah, that's a fight.
What?
No, it's going to be a free card. They haven't got
Sunday?
a pay-per-view coming up until May.
This Sunday, is it?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. It will be free.
Fucking want to be.
Ugh.
Atrocity if it's not.
100%.
Also, Bobby Green should be the fucking main event. Fuck these other guys.
Yeah.
I'm Team Green, you know? And I ain't talking about just smoking.
Alrighty. Do we have anything that stands out burning this week?
I mean, I'm having a look around and I can't see anything in here.
I don't know. I'm really trying to think.
I haven't had anything.
Maybe-
really come up that
I got
scares
one.
me, Bernie.
I got one. The under promotion of boxing cards. If I didn't follow Sky, I just wouldn't know about this whole boxing card that was on. Like, do they promote it? It's got to be through fucking. Who promotes her?
Roughly through DAZN
Matchroom
and
or something,
Matchroom.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's through DAZN. It's Rakhimov versus Cordina. You're right, because I have seen it.
Yeah, but it's just not
But-
like promoted how it should be.
Exactly. Like, because we've got a bigger fight that's on a platform in the same day. Like,
Hmm.
we're just going to just promote this. When it's like, why not also promote the thing that, like, I pay a subscription?
Yeah.
Like, why not promote the thing that I already have access to?
You know, they'll just email you on the day and be like, oh, don't forget that this card was 4 hours ago. You know, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, I like wake up to notifications.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this card, fucking whatever card started fucking, like starts now, and I look up in the top corner, it's like 3 hours ago. Like, got the notification like fucking 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't understand
Like,
like the.
I didn't even know that was
under-promotion.
happening.
Like, that's got to feel like shit to be like Cortez and whoever the fuck else, Rakhimov. What?
It's got to
Cortez.
feel like shit. Proceeds to not know his name.
What was his name?
Cordina.
Cordina, I was close. Cortez? Fucking hell, I was close.
I went to say a different bloke's name too, Griff. Got him.
I was close, for sure.
Insert bland white male here.
But,
I say as a bland white male.
no, yeah, I was for sure pretty close. But how am I meant to know his name? They don't promote him. I don't-
Exactly.
It's not
That's
my
the
fault
fucking
here, Nat.
point.
It's not my fucking fault, Eddie. Edward, you fucking.
I'll fucking get you, Eddie.
I'm still not happy with him, eh? Positive of it. He's been fucking fingering me misses.
oh, fuck, at least we have the timestamp for exactly where this one went off the rails.
Yeah. Just under an hour as well. Just remember, just under an hour.
57 minutes, I've got it.
I didn't even. Gonna...
Remind me later so that I don't do another one of last week of just zombified fucking put everything out and then go, oh my god, we're gonna get cancelled.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse.
But yeah, there's fucking like what like I don't know. It makes no sense to not promote it. I know that there's it's for an IBF mandatory spot, so like it's a decent enough fight. Cordina
I'm not
had
even
a really
mad about the main fight.
I know you're not, but I'm just talking about the whole fact that like Cordina's an exciting fighter. Like he had a highlight reel knockout the last time he fought.
I thought his name was
So it's not-
Cortez. Isn't that what he said a while back?
No,
Oh, it's Catterall.
Catterall. I was way off.
yeah. So Collins.
Yeah, Collins, yeah. Craig Collins.
Oh, fuck. Cameron Crowe.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
is that
like you're right. It's just like this stuff is like criminally fucking under promoted to the point that there's several platforms that I pay for that I've got to physically go and search. And like these platforms ask me like, what do you like to watch? And I'm like, boxing. Show me that.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we'll show you some boxing. You gotta just this person. I don't want to show you this other people's.
Like KO's a good app for like it runs well and it's all that kind of thing. But for the fact that, yeah, I mainly only watch UFC and boxing on it and I'll go onto it and it's just like, here's 7 NRL games.
Yeah.
Here's an obscure soccer league that you don't know about.
Maybe
And it's like,
they try pumping things towards you.
It's like
normal.
I just want to watch the fights.
So, oh, you want to watch the fights? How about a little bit of NRL on the side? You're like, no. I'm good, thanks. It's fucking 4 a.m. Who the fuck?
You like people getting punched in the face. You might also like darts.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing wrong with some darts, mate, you know. Speaking of darts, I gotta go get some. So you can find us. Where the fuck can people find us? I don't even know
People
anymore.
can find us at Eggplant Tornado Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you're looking for any of our other content, you can find us now at The Veggie Bake on YouTube as well.
And if you're looking for anything else, you've come to the wrong place,
You fucking sure have.
I think.
We'll be back later in the week. We'll be back on the weekend, actually.
Yeah, we'll be back when we're back. You
I'll always be black.
know, I'm aspiring, you know, struggling, but I'm aspiring. Taking in the help of my friend Blackjack.
And I look like a top deck.
Top deck.
I'll be black. I'll be black every time.
You know what they say for him?
Bro, you don't want to see me. You don't want to see me shave my head. I look like a fucking block of top deck, can't you, if I shave my head? Straight up.
Oh, goddamn. Well, anyway, everyone, once you go black, you never go back. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Wingardium Leviosa.